Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Sergeant Moose here, and today, guys, we're going to be covering our very first official video of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So, as some of you may know on my channel here, that we do have access to the technical test. We are currently playing the game, guys. I still can't believe I'm even saying that, and we are having a ton of fun with it. So, I feel like for the first video, we're going to talk a little bit about the killers, or should I say, the family. So, just for starters, guys, this is a technical test, so there's not a whole lot to cover in terms of like loadouts, skill trees, things like that. None of that stuff's available. This test is basically just to see how the servers hold up in the game, but nonetheless, this is pretty much the first sort of public introduction to getting a hands-on experience with the game. So, we're going to start, guys, with the first killer here. I think we're going to go through all three that are currently available, and as you can see, we're playing as the Hitchiker right now. So, this guy is a ton of fun, guys. Actually, all three killers are so much fun. They're very, very different from each other. But let's talk about a little bit about some things that you have to do to essentially win and hunt down the survivors and kill them all in the game. So, it's, for starters, the basic premise of the game is to ensure that none of the survivors leave the premises. You want to make sure you kill them all before they escape. Essentially, your typical hide-and-seek 4v1 asymmetrical. However, this is a 3v4. But, essentially what you want to do from the beginning is you want to lock down the area. You want to prevent all of the escape areas from them accessing it quickly. You want to set up traps, different things like that. So the interesting thing about the Hitchiker here is he does have snare traps. He holds 3 of them that you can also pick up and move around at your leisure wherever you feel that you're going to catch a survivor. Also, he seems to be the fastest of the 3 currently available killers. He has a lot of stamina, and he can maneuver around obstacles much faster and easier than the other killers. And that's also an interesting thing I want to talk about too, guys. So, as most of you know, it's an interesting concept with 3 killers going against 4 survivors. And I want to say that when you're playing on the killer role in this game, communicating with your teammates, your family teammates, is very essential, because each one of them can maneuver around obstacles and do things a little bit differently in the game that the others cannot. For instance, with the Hitchiker here, he has the ability to get through small areas, tight spaces. Again, he has a lot of stamina, and he can kind of maneuver around little obstacles much easier than the other 2. Whereas Leatherface can break down obstacles, and the Cook can seem to lock doors and ensure security from the basement and things like that a little bit better than the other killers as well. So, very, very different, and how you have to synergize these guys is very, very important. Communication is definitely key, which I expected. Now, another key element to being successful as a killer in this game is to feed Grandpa. Grandpa is upstairs, and we only have one map right now that we're playing so far, guys, as well in the technical test, the farm. Grandpa is upstairs in his chair. You want to go around the map, collect vials of blood, whether it be they're just in different areas around the map, or by killing, or at least injuring survivors, you will collect blood as well. And upon collecting that blood, you can feed it to Grandpa, and he will give you buffs that will help you better find the survivors and things like that to locate them. So, as you can see here, we're in the basement right now. This is where the survivors start. And the object is to try to get there and get them killed as quickly as possible, obviously. However, we don't have access to the basement until Grandpa is awoken. Now, a few ways that you can wake him up is either by feeding him blood through the vials, or the survivors make enough noise to wake him up. Once he's awoken, then you can continue feeding him blood. You can get into the basement. Different things like that to help improve your chances of winning. But in a nutshell, guys, the killers, I thought they were going to be a little more complex than what they are to learn. They're pretty simple. They have basic abilities that will obviously ensure, if used correctly, will help you get the survivors down. And again, the Hitchiker has the snare traps. He only has 3. I'm sure that can probably be changed in the loadouts and skill trees and things like that later on. But again, placement of those and ensuring that you can kind of cut the survivors off on their escape route and things like that seems to be the key with him. But so far, guys, I want to say this technical test has been a ton of fun. I've been playing the hell out of it. We're going to go through with the rest of this gameplay of the Hitchiker here in the house, man. Having a lot of fun with him. And we're going to be getting to the cook and also Leatherface and breaking them down as well in a very future video. And then we'll be doing survivors too. So, once again, guys, very, very excited for the release of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Very happy to be a part of the technical test. This is the beginning of what I believe is going to be a bright future here on the channel with coverage for this game. I've been waiting a long time for it. I know you guys have too. And it's somewhat finally here, so we're getting there. But I hope you guys enjoy this video. This is the Hitchiker gameplay. A little bit of killer overview of how the game kind of plays out on the killer side. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to let me know. We'll be playing the technical test all weekend long, capturing footage for the channel here. We have a lot more to share with you guys as well, and we're getting ready for release, man. So, but that's it, guys. If you enjoyed the video, want to see more Texas Chainsaw Massacre content, feel free to drop a like and subscribe to the channel for more content, of course. My name's Sergeant Moose. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys.